Hostels. How to stay in them, what to expect from them, and what you should prepare for before you go there. Now, personally, I've only stayed in a hostel one time. I have a friend of mine who owns a bunch of them in Vietnam, so I talked to him a lot about his business, and I know a lot about it as well, so I understand what they're doing and the back end of it and the front end of it, and that's the perspective that I'm going to give you. I stayed in his hostel once, and we had a private room, which was basically like staying in a hotel. It's a different mentality, okay? People stay more in public areas. It's a much more relaxed environment. The people negotiate, or not negotiate, but they worry about the price of the room a lot, okay? So for example, I was really surprised to find out that he had two kinds of room. 5 people in one room and 6 people in the other. The 5 people actually had a bathroom in it, the other one did not. One was $6, the other one $7, and he said at $7 were the most expensive hostel in the entire city they're in, and they're in Sapa in Vietnam. So the point is, it's sort of a very extremely low budget in a lot of cases. Okay, maybe if in the middle of a city, the hostel might still be $30, but the hotel would be $300. The 5-star or 4-star hotel, whatever. So it's about 10 times cheaper than a private room in most cases, and you cannot expect services for that price. I mean, in this case, I was really surprised to see that they had a breakfast in the morning. I mean, they offer a soup in the morning, which in Vietnam is typical, but it's still $1-ish or something like that too, or $2 in restaurants, and he's offering it for free, considering that the room, the hostel that he operates charge $7 for a night. I'm not gonna say like take the room at $7 because oh my God, get your own private bathroom for $1 less. If you're traveling on a very, very tight budget, then you may not want to do that. And I was kind of surprised to see Europeans show up over there, walk in, ask the price, realize it's $7, saying, hey, there's one at $4 down the hill. Why are you so expensive? Yes, almost double the price might consider expensive, but like when I consider that I'm renting generally hotel rooms that I'm gonna pay $40 to keep my car in the garage per day, so I could stay at his hostel for a full week for the price that it cost me one day for my car. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about my car. So it's a completely different ball game. So that's normal that they don't supply things. If they have stuff, it's because it was left behind by travelers at the end of their trip and they don't want to bring back, let's say, towels or other things. That's one way that they get things for people to have. And also sometimes, they buy things and they share. But don't expect to have like, two big towels and 2 hand towels and, 2 facial towels in every single room. It doesn't work like that. So they may or may not have services. They may or may not have amenities like soap and shampoo and so forth. You have to bring your own, and I personally recommend that you do because of the fact that, it's more hygienic. And the last thing is, when you're going to rate them, as they say a lot in education, you don't rate fish for their ability to climb trees. I would say it's the exact same thing. If you're paying $7 for your night and you're sleeping with, let's say, 5 other people in the room, the bathroom might be old, the bathroom might not be perfectly clean because other people are using it, you're sharing it with others, so even if the maid cleaned it an hour and a half ago doesn't mean now it's clean. The place itself might not be that clean, maybe they don't have an AC, maybe they don't have heating. There's different things that you have to consider. It's not a 5-star hotel. So don't rate them 1 star for being a 1 star, okay? That's basically the idea. Most hostels would actually be rated at 2 stars, okay? So it doesn't mean you give them 2 stars. It means you give them 4 or 5 star for giving you what they're supposed to give you at 2 stars. If you're in a 4 or 5 star hotel and then you don't have the 4 or 5 star service, like, they have a bunch of conditions to qualify as a 5 star. If you don't have those conditions met, then yes, definitely you can rate them 3, 2 or something like that. But, a hostel, don't rate them 2, when the hotel itself is actually a 2-star. That's basically the idea. Be kind to them, and you know what you're buying into.